Hello, everyone out there in YouTube land. Welcome back to Diego Knows. I, of course, am Diego, and today we're going to continue talk about Dirty Dancing. That's right, Dirty Dancing. That wonderful, lovely, sexy, I guess what a romantic musical from 1987. That is a big pile of fucking horse shit. All right, it is. It is a big pile of horse shit. I know no guy's gonna tell you this. I know your boyfriend ain't gonna tell you this, your husband ain't gonna tell you this, your dad ain't gonna tell you this, all right? But I'm fucking gonna tell you this, all right? You know why? Because I got nothing to gain by lying to you. Okay, that's what I do here is I tell you the fucking truth. Somebody needs to fucking say the truth around here, okay? Now, I understand that you women love this movie, and women and gay guys love this fucking movie. I get it. It's not a horrible movie at all. As far as, like, I've seen worse movies than this. I've seen worse romantic musicals than this. I mean, fucking Grease 2, anybody? I mean, you know, but it's not realistic, okay? It's not realistic, okay? The men, just the same problem I have with Sex and the City. I've already reviewed every episode of Sex and the City. It's on this channel if you want to see that, all right? The problem I have with this is that the guys in this movie don't really act like guys. All right, and I've been a straight guy my whole fucking life. All right, and the characters in this movie just don't act that way. Okay, it's not believable. It's not realistic. Okay, it's lollipop land. Okay, it's fucking lollipop land. Once you know you're in lollipop land, it's hard to believe that you're in the real world. You see what I mean? Okay, and a lot of the characters in this movie just don't act the way a normal character would act, a normal person would act in real life. Okay, now this movie is fan fiction. Okay, it was written by this woman named Eleanor Bergstein. She wrote it about her own childhood. Her dad was a doctor. Her dad used to take her to the Catskill Mountains every summer, where she would vacation there at the Grossinger Estates. Okay, with her sister, you know, and obviously she became a mambo queen, and she fucked a lot of the dancers there. Like a lot of the poor people that worked there, she fucked a lot of them, you know, and she decided to write a movie about it. Okay, that's basically what happened. Okay, it's fan fiction, but you know, whenever you whenever you put yourself as the main character, you know, what a lot of selfish people tend to do, or untalented, whichever one you want to pick, they insert themselves into the story, thereby making themselves the perfect character. Okay, and that's what Baby is. Okay, she's always at the right place at the right time. She always overhears these conversations that she has no business knowing about. She's always listening to somebody talking about something that's crucial to her story and the plot, when realistically that would not happen. Characters are always volunteering information that they normally would not volunteer this information to a guest at the hotel, much less a stranger. You know, just that she's always like being involved in all this shit that she has no business being involved in. You see what I mean? Okay, it's just not believable. Okay, and that happens throughout the entire course of the movie. She's always just eavesdropping or spying and looking at things or being privy to information that nobody else has. Okay, and that's what propels her story throughout the entire movie. Okay, where realistically this would never fucking happen. Okay, you know, if these guys, you know, Johnny Castle is so concerned about losing his job, right? He's always harping about that. He's always complaining about that. He's always letting out his frustrations about that. He has to suck up to everybody there, or else he's gonna lose his job, and he can't afford to lose his job, but yet he constantly breaks the fucking rules. Okay, he's always fucking dancing at other hotels. Okay, he's fucking the employees. He's fucking the guests that stay there. Okay, he's fucking this underage girl. You know, I mean, what the fuck? Who's the daughter of the owner's best friend? I mean, what the fuck, dude? What kind of job security you think you're gonna fucking have? You know, when you're doing that. You know, is it just stuff like that? Like you got this other asshole, fucking what's his name, Robbie Gould, okay, who's a waiter there, but he's rich. He comes from a wealthy family. He's a rich Jewish guy. He's just working there to get laid. Okay, he's going to Yale Medical School. Like, he doesn't need to work there. He just works there to fuck the girls. Okay, and the owner, Max Kellerman, encourages him to do that because he's one of the select guys. You know, so like he's encouraged to seduce the women there and fuck them all. You know. He's an asshole. Apparently he got a girl pregnant. He got one of the poor girls pregnant, you know, Penny, the dancer instructor, you know, and then he refused to acknowledge it, refused to pay for the abortion. He said, this girl's a fucking slut. Who knows how many guys she's been with, you know? Who's to say it's my kid? You know, and there was no DNA in 1963 when this movie takes place, okay? But he's volunteering this information to fucking Baby. Like, he's actually having a conversation about this to fucking 17-year-old Baby, okay? The younger sister of the girl, Lisa, who he's trying to fuck, okay? He's actually trying to get a letter of recommendation from Baby's dad. Okay, any guy like that would not have a fucking conversation about whether or not he got a girl pregnant, whether or not he wants to pay for the fucking abortion. Not only does he fucking have a conversation with Baby about it, even though this is none of her fucking business, okay, he also tells her stupid shit like, here, read this book by Ayn Rand, The Fountainhead. It'll explain my philosophy to you, okay? Some people matter and some people don't. You know, this stupid shit like you would not say that to a fucking stranger, especially a girl who's standing there with a water pitcher looking at you like that. You know? Like, what the fuck, man? And he confirmed it. All he had to do was say, no, I didn't. That's it. The conversation's over. I know you got Penny pregnant. No, I didn't. It wasn't me. That's all he had to do. No, he confirmed it. And then he justified his stand. Well, who knows how many guys she fucked here? And we know for a fact that Penny used to fuck Johnny, although personally I think Penny is still fucking Johnny. And I think there's a good chance that that baby in there was Johnny's. Okay, but you know, I mean, Johnny has no fucking money. He can't afford for the abortion, you know, so she's gonna pin it on Bobby. Of course she would. It makes sense. You see, you know, because she was trying to hook up with him, probably get him to marry her or some shit, so she can live the rest of her fucking life on Easy Street. You know, so she was trying to trap him. Okay, so there's no fucking there's no innocent people all around this movie. Okay, they're all a bunch of assholes. Okay, it's everybody. It's Baby, it's Johnny, it's Robbie, it's Lisa, it's Penny, it's fucking Dr. J. Max Kellerman, Neil Kellerman. They're all fucking assholes. Everyone in this movie's a fucking asshole. Okay, I'm sorry. Except for one Billy. Billy's not an asshole. He's just a dumb fuck. Okay, who does all these things for Baby with no fucking reason to do it, just to do it, you know, just stupid shit like that. You know, he's just a guy who's just there to fucking tell Baby information that she has no fucking business knowing, and for what? He's not even fucking trying to fuck her or nothing, you know, like it makes no fucking sense. Anyway. That was the biggest problem I have with this movie. And Baby's always at the right place at the right time, over here and everything. Now, I understand that you got to move the plot forward, okay? And the fastest way to pass along information, to communicate stuff to the audience, is to have stupid shit like this. But it just happens way too many times. In fact, I'm going to go so much as to say it happens every fucking scene. Pretty much every fucking scene in this movie, unbelievable fucking coincidences, you know, and eavesdropping, you know, and bumping into things and noticing things that you normally wouldn't notice, and people volunteering information that they normally wouldn't talk about to you. All that shit happens in every fucking scene in this movie. Okay, and that's the reason the movie sucks. Okay, I'm not taking anything away from the soundtrack. Soundtrack is great. Okay, the dancing, Patrick Swayze is an incredible fucking dancer. He sucks as an actor in this movie, but he makes up for it with his dancing. Okay, the dancing is his acting. Okay, when he's dancing, he's performing. Okay, when he's fucking just doing drama, he fucking sucks. Okay, and I hate to say that about Patrick Swayze. I know he's been passed away for a long time now, but I actually love Patrick Swayze. I'm actually a fan of his. Okay, I've watched a lot of the stuff that he did. Okay, I loved Roadhouse. Okay, I loved Ghost. I love fucking Point Break. Okay, I even liked To Wong Fu. I thought that was a funny movie. You know, he was great in that, playing a fucking trans. You know, but in this movie, he just doesn't get it. I just don't get it, okay? You would have to be a fucking teeny bopper to fall in love with such a shallowly written character as fucking Johnny Cass. I mean, just the name, Johnny Cass, like a porn star's name, for Christ's sake, okay? You know, this is just fucking fan fiction. This is some shit that Eleanor Bergstein wrote about when she was fucking tiddling her twat, you know, double-clicking her mouse and writing a fucking story, trying to write a fucking screenplay. Of course, she put herself in there, okay? She put herself into all these situations that a normal girl would not be in. Okay, at all. Okay, she's the fucking nerdy shy girl with the big fucking Jewish princess, you know, shy girl with the big fucking nose. Okay, and so what does she write about? She fantasizes about fucking having the hottest guy on the fucking estate falling in love with her and teaching her how to dance, and now she's hanging out with the cool kids. You see what I mean? That's exactly what this fucking bullshit. It's like fucking Twilight. Okay, this is the same bullshit here. Like, what the fuck, man? I can see right through this script. Okay, this is bullshit. But anyway. Moving right along, I'm Diego. I'm gonna give you a straight man's point of view. Okay, the real question you need to ask yourself is, can you handle it? Can you handle the truth? Because I'm gonna give it to you straight up, baby, with no lube. No lube. All right, so let us continue where we left off. Now, where the fuck did we leave off last time? Oh, yeah. Okay, yes. So Johnny Castle, okay, he finally decides to grow a pair after he got fired from the Kellerman Estates. Okay, he got fired for fucking Baby, basically. Okay, he didn't steal any wallets. Okay. He got fired for fucking Baby. They're not going to say that, though, but that's the real reason he got fired. Okay, one of the guests there, Vivian, a married woman that he was fucking. She got mad that he refused to fuck her one night because he went to fuck Baby instead, and she found out about it. She saw Baby leaving his fucking bungalow, so it's really Baby's fault. Okay. And she complained to the owner, Max, and that's why they fired him. Okay. That's the real reason. They drummed up some charges about him fucking, shoplifting. He was not shoplifting, but he was like pickpocketing wallets out from people. But no, it was someone else doing that. Okay, it's Mr. Schumacher and her husband doing that. Okay, no, that's why they pinned it on him. Of course, he didn't do it, but he got fired anyway. That's the real reason he got fired. Well, you didn't have to do that whole fucking subplot about framing him for stealing people's wallets, okay? The fact that he's fucking the owner's best friend's daughter, who's only 17, and he's 30. I'm sorry, he's not 34. He was 34 in real life when he was 25 in this movie, okay? The fact that this 25-year-old dancer was fucking a 17-year-old girl who's the daughter of the owner's fucking best friend, okay, that's enough to get fired. Okay, that's enough to get fired. Okay, in 1963, absolutely. Okay, but Johnny Castle's from the wrong side of the tracks. He's a poor boy. Okay, he needs this fucking job. Well, apparently he doesn't need it that much because he can't stop fucking the women that stay there. You know, so of course, this is the guy that we are supposed to believe fell in love with Baby and is gonna be faithful to her. Get the fuck out of here. Okay, he's a dance instructor for Christ's sake. His hips do all the fucking work. You know, it's like, what the fuck? Get the fuck out of here with that noise. Okay, so that's going on here. And she's upset. Baby's, of course, upset. So he says goodbye to her. He confronts Baby's dad, and Baby's dad says, like, you look like to me. Don't tell me what to look at. You look like a guy who got his partner pregnant and then set her up as a butcher. And then you moved on to an innocent young little fucking horny slut like my daughter. He's like, yeah, you would see that, wouldn't you? And then he fucking, well, get the fuck out. He never even told her the truth, okay? Nobody in this fucking movie told Dr. Jake Houseman the truth about who got Penny pregnant. The movie tells you it was Bobby. It was Bobby Gould that got her pregnant, okay? Although I think that fucking Johnny Castle got her pregnant, but the movie ain't gonna go there, okay? Who knows who fucking got her pregnant, okay? But the point is that nobody told fucking Jake that, hey, it was not Johnny. I know, Daddy, Baby's like, I know, Daddy, that you think Johnny got Penny pregnant, but he didn't, okay? Though he might have gotten me pregnant, though, because I've been fucking him. And he might have gotten Vivian pregnant, because he's been fucking her too, even though she's married, but that's okay. I don't have to tell you that, do I? I'll tell you that because I'm fucking him. But I'm not going to tell you that Bobby Gould, the one who's like trying to fuck Lisa right now, my sister, your other daughter, him, yeah, he probably got Penny pregnant. In fact, we all think that he's the one that did it, okay? But now he's with Lisa, so it's okay. Nobody fucking told him the truth. So he's over here thinking that Johnny did this. You see what I mean? And nobody corrected it. Johnny had nothing to fucking gain. He had everything to lose and nothing to gain by telling him the truth. So he should just know everything to lose, and everything to gain and nothing to lose by telling him the truth. You see what I mean? He should just fucking tell him right there. Okay, you're talking to him now. Okay, tell him what Baby didn't tell him. Hey, listen, I'm not the one that got Penny pregnant. Okay, just so you know, I'm leaving. I got fired already, but I know you think that I got Penny pregnant. I might have gotten your daughter pregnant. Okay, but the movie ain't gonna talk about that. Okay, but I'm definitely not the one that got Penny pregnant. Okay, Bobby Gould got her pregnant. Okay. All right, just so you know. Okay, it's not me. You don't have to fucking hate me, okay? You can hate me for fucking your daughter, okay? But don't hate me because I got some girl pregnant and then sent her off to the butcher, okay? I couldn't afford that $250, okay, to pay for that abortion. That's why we had to get Baby to trick you to pay for it. Oh, you should send the bill to Bobby Gould. After he's done fucking Lisa, okay? Okay, yeah, that's the seriousness of this fucking movie. But of course, the movie ain't gonna go there. These plot holes are just left wide open, okay? Okay, so that happens, okay? He does not correct Jake Houseman. He goes over, says goodbye to Baby. Baby in his fucking his Cadillac that's got a broken window because he fucking locked his keys in the car. Yeah, that happens all the fucking time in a thunderstorm. But then once he broke the window to get in there, once they got to the field, so he can teach her how to fucking dance and shit out in the fucking grass, the rain stopped. So, everything was dry. So they got no mud on them or nothing. Yeah, I know, very realistic, right? So anyway, so that's going on here. And we hear She's Like the Wind by fucking Patrick Swayze's own fucking song. He put his own fucking song in this movie, She's Like the Wind, which, yeah, I feel the breath of my face, somebody close to me, she's out of my league, just a fool to believe I have everything she needs, she's like the wind. Yeah, I know the song. It was fucking, the radio stations kept playing it nonstop back in the 80s. I was in middle school when this movie came out. They never fucking stopped playing this fucking soundtrack, man. I was listening to this soundtrack for a fucking year before I actually fucking saw the movie. Oh. Yeah, I gotta drink coffee for this, man. The movie puts me to sleep. All right, moving right along. Okay, so Baby, the next thing we see after she says goodbye to Johnny is Baby is sad and she's brooding and she's emotional and she can't tell anyone because nobody fucking knows what she's going through except her dad. Her dad only knows part of it. Like I said, she never told her dad that it was not Johnny that got Penny pregnant. Okay, no, he's giving her the silent treatment right now. Because he lied. She's been lying to him throughout this whole fucking movie about who she's been with and where she's going and what she's doing, and what she needs the $250 for. He's been lying to her. She's been lying to him for the whole fucking movie, right? So now her punishment is he's getting the silent treatment. She's getting the silent treatment, right? But she's all upset and sad because Johnny's gone now. Yeah, she's the one that's fucking upset. Yeah, not her dad. Not her dad, okay? Who just found out his daughter's been fucking the employees here, okay? With a guy that he thinks fucking got another girl pregnant, Jeez, a guy that he knows is fucking the guest here as well, okay? Because Max Kellerman did tell him that Johnny Castle does fuck the Bungalow Bunnies, okay? Vivian, for example, okay? Vivian Pressman, who's married to Mo Pressman, okay? Yeah, so he already knew that. And he didn't try to stop Baby. He wasn't a fucking dad. He didn't try to stop her. He didn't set any rules for her. Yeah, he told her don't fucking see those people anymore, but she immediately went to go fuck Johnny after he said that. So she got no respect for her dad, for his rules, or nothing. So what the fuck? What kind of fucking father is this? Anyway, so Baby's all sad and brooding, okay, and she's all melancholy, you know, just sitting there, okay. And Lisa, who's been a total bitch to Baby throughout this entire movie, they've been competing for their father's affection, and Baby has always won, but now because Jake is upset with Baby, now he's showing more attention to Lisa, or Lisa capitalized on this moment and realized that there's something going on. There's something going on between Jake and Baby, and that they're not communicating anymore. So Lisa jumped at the opportunity to become Daddy's little girl now, okay? And so that's what happened. She even pointed that out to fucking Baby during a private conversation they had in their bungalow, okay, at night, okay? She even pointed that out. Like, you used to be Daddy's favorite, now I am, okay? You know. She also told Baby that she was gonna fuck Bobby Gould, and Baby, being the good fucking loving sister that she is, did not tell Lisa that she already knows that Bobby got another girl pregnant. Well, just so you know, I know for a fact that Bobby was fucking Penny and he got her pregnant, and now she has to have an abortion because he refuses to acknowledge it. He doesn't want to pay for the abortion, but it's okay because I talked Dad out of $250 to pay for it. For an underground quack doctor with a fucking rusty knife and a folding table to do it. No, she didn't say that. No, what she said was, no, you should really have sex with someone who cares about you, you know, who's loving and interested in what you're interested in and gives you the butterflies and is loving and loyal and faithful and 34 years old and likes underage girls with big noses. That's what you need. That's the kind of man you deserve. That's the kind of man you should be fucking, you know? You see what I mean? Yeah, she told her some shit like that. Like, what the fuck kind of sisters are these? All right. So anyway, now Lisa can tell the Baby's upset. She's all melancholy and brooding. So Lisa, and let's face it, Lisa is better looking than Baby. She is. Baby's a paper bag girl, absolutely. I'd have sex with her, put a paper bag over it, you know, and I'll have my fun. You know, we'll have our fun, but keep the paper bag on. All right. But Lisa, no, no paper bag needed with Lisa. Okay, I would have a lot of fun with her. Although somebody knows those nostrils of hers are pretty big, though. You notice that? Those nostrils. Anyway, moving right along, but she's definitely the better looking of the two women. All right. So Lisa offers to do Baby's hair, you know, and tell her that she's pretty and all the other fucking shit the fucking chicks do in these fucking movies, you know, that I don't give a shit about. Okay, and yeah, and you know, I think it's bullshit. Okay, because that's what happened. Because what I think is bullshit about the scene here is that throughout this bonding experience that Baby's having with her sister Lisa, okay, at no time does fucking Baby tell her exactly what's bothering her. You see what I mean? Lisa here is trying to help. For some reason, she just developed feelings for her sister all of a sudden and starts caring about her sister. You can see her sister's upset, but doesn't ask her what's going on, and Baby doesn't tell her what's going on. She doesn't tell her why she's upset. She doesn't tell her about Johnny being fired and how she was in love with him, you know, and about all the shit that's been going on with Bobby, with Lisa herself, you know, and with Penny, you know, and with you know, and Max Kellerman and all that kind of shit. She shouldn't tell her anything. Nothing. Yeah, and this is Lisa offering an olive branch to her sister that she fucking hates. Hey, listen, you know, I love you, okay? Like, nothing. She just tells her nothing. Nothing. She didn't have respect for her fucking sister. Throughout this, and this isn't the first, like I said earlier, she has no respect for her sister at all. They lie for each other, they cover for each other, but they don't tell each other their personal business to each other. At all. You know, this is bullshit. You know? Yeah, she's like the wind. All right. Okay, yeah, we hear she's like the wind throughout this whole fucking scene. Okay, the next thing we have here is Neil Kellerman is singing on stage. There's this big fucking recital going on stage. I guess this is the end of the season finale show that they do where the employees all get up on stage, start singing some stupid ass fucking song. I want to say it's a Christmas song, but they're Jewish, so they don't celebrate Christmas. So it's some other fucking song. I don't know what the fuck it is. Okay, they're singing something. It's very forgettable. Okay, she's singing on stage, and of course Lisa's up there on stage too because she's all excited about performing on stage. We saw her doing Honolulu Hannah or whatever. Yeah, Hawaiian Hannah or Honolulu Hannah earlier, a song that the actress actually wrote for this movie. Yeah, Yeah, she wrote it for this movie. It sounded like a vaudeville song, but she actually wrote it in 1986 for this movie. And I said when they were filming this movie, she wrote it on the spot. Yeah, the actress, I think her name's Lisa Drucker, the one actress that plays Lisa here. Yeah. So she's up there singing on stage with fucking Neil Kellerman. That's the owner's fucking grandson. He's got little man son who's a short little Jewish guy with a big nose. He bosses everybody around, tells everybody what to do, acts like he's better than no one, brags about how he's the catch of the fucking county. You know, that's what he does to seduce the women there. You know, brags about how the hotels that he has, how much money he has, and all this kind of bullshit. And he's up there fucking singing on stage too. You know. That's going on here, okay? I guess it's the end of the summer festival show, okay? And the poor employees, okay, you know, the non-Jewish employees that work there, they're all in the back, like, you know, dressed as greasers, because that's what they are. They're all greasers. If you've ever seen The Outsiders, that's a movie, another movie with Patrick Swayze in it. You'll know what greasers are, okay? They're greasers. That's what Johnny Castle is. All the non-Jewish people are greasers, okay? And they're all back there just like, you know, pissed off that they're fucking good looking and poor. All right, they're staring at these fucking rich Jewish people up there on stage singing some stupid ass fucking slow song, you know, at the end of the festival, okay? And Lisa sings and sounds terrible. She sounds absolutely terrible. I don't know what the fuck she says. It's so fucking forgettable, but she looks good singing it. Hey, she looks good singing it. Lisa looks good with her fucking long black hair, you know, and shit. She looks really good, man. She looks good. I'd definitely fuck her. Okay, Bobby Gould walks by the table where Baby's mom, who's done nothing throughout this fucking movie, and Jake Hausman are sitting. Okay, and they're sitting there at the table looking at their fucking, looking at Lisa singing on stage. Bobby Gould, wearing a checkered fucking blazer, walks by. And then all of a sudden, Jake notices him, and he gets up and follows him and goes, hey, Bobby, wait a minute. You know, he goes up and talks to Bobby, okay? Like I said, Bobby's the one that supposedly got Penny pregnant, all right? And Jake had to save Penny's life because they hired a fucking quack doctor to fucking give her an illegal abortion, you know, and it didn't go very well. So Jake had to show up there and fucking, that's how he found out what his daughter was doing, because she got him out of desperation because this girl was going to die, you know? So Jake gives him a letter. He says, like, hey, kid, you know, come over here. He said, hey, by the way, you know, good luck to your medical school, you know, and he gives him this letter of recommendation, which is what Bobby wanted. That's the whole reason he was trying to seduce Lisa, was because he wanted to be in the good graces of Jake Hausman, because Jake Hausman's already a professional surgeon in Manhattan, and that's what Bobby wants to be. That's what he's going to medical school for. So by getting a letter of recommendation, it would help him. And that's what he wanted to do. He kind of tried to like fix himself into the family, try to be like a second son, you know, to like a son to fucking Jake, okay? Which is funny because earlier in the movie, fucking Johnny Castle fucking told Babe while they were in bed that he had a dream where he was jerking off to fucking to her dad, Jake Hausman, hugging and loving him like a son. Why would Johnny want Jake Hausman to be his dad? because Johnny's real dad shows his love by inviting him into the fucking plasterers and house painters union. Was it lot 709? Which is where he's going to be in the sequel. There was a sequel to this movie. That's where he'd be working. He'd be painting your house, man. He ain't dancing anymore. He's dancing on the fucking ladder. Okay, sorry. Okay, so yeah, so Jake gives Bobby Gould a letter of recommendation, wishes him good luck at medical school, and Bobby says like, hey, Mr. Hausman, Dr. Hausman, I want to thank you so much for all your help with that whole, you know, the whole Penny situation. Once again, why the fuck is he volunteering this information, okay? Now, obviously he knows that Dr. Hausman, that Jake, saved Penny's life from the fucking quack abortion that she had, okay? But, you know, no one ever brought it to his attention. Now, normally, if an asshole like this was real, if it was me, for example, okay, I would not assume that Dr. Hausman knows that it was me that got her pregnant. And the reason I wouldn't assume that is because if he did know that I got her pregnant and all this shit happened, he would have confronted me already. The next day even, he would have been, hey, I heard you got this girl pregnant. I just saved her life last night. What the hell were you thinking? What's going on here? You know, that kind of thing, you know? You need to do something, or else I'm going to talk to Max about, you know, that kind of thing. You see what I mean? That's what would have happened, but that didn't happen. So therefore, I would think, okay, he doesn't know. He doesn't know it was me. Maybe he thinks it's somebody else. But he does not know it was me, or else he would have told me already. He sure as fuck wouldn't have given me this letter of recommendation if he thought I was the kind of guy that fucking get a girl pregnant and then fucking deny her. You know? Not to not having the kid, to not paying for the abortion. Nobody's got a problem with killing the baby. It's paying for the abortion that's the problem. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Isn't this movie great? Okay, so yeah, so that's going on here, okay? Like I said, it's bullshit. He's not sure that Jake even knows it was him that got Penny pregnant, okay? And even if Bobby thought that Baby had told her dad, you know, he wouldn't bring it up. He wouldn't talk about it, okay? If this guy's talking to me, he gave me a letter of recommendation. It's one of two things either happening. Either he doesn't know that I did it, that I'm the one that got Penny pregnant, and I'm going to keep it that way by not fucking saying that I did. Or he does know that I got Penny pregnant, but he's going to keep quiet about it. He didn't tell my boss about it. He didn't tell anyone else about it, you know? And he's going to feel like, hey, you know what? We're all stupid when we were young. You know, I'm not going to throw you under the bus, okay? Here's your letter of recommendation, all right? I was young once too, all right? You know, that kind of thing. I would think one of those two things, okay? Which meant I would have shut the fuck up. I would have said, thank you so much, Dr. Hausman. It's been a pleasure meeting you, you know? That kind of thing, you know? And that's what I would have done, okay? But that's not what what Bobby Gould does. He admits, just like he did when he was talking to Baby earlier in the movie, how he admitted that he's the one that got her pregnant, you know, but for fucking I know, I ain't gonna pay for an abortion. She probably fucked other guys too, you know, see what I mean? He admitted that to Baby, who's fucking 17, has no business knowing this shit, has nothing to do with her. And now he's admitting to her fucking Baby's dad. And throughout the entire course of this movie, he's been trying to fuck Lisa, okay? Baby's sister and Jake's other daughter, okay? This is not realistic. This would never fucking happen in real life, okay? So, you know, if he's an asshole, if he's going to Yale Medical School, he's got to have some fucking sort of fucking intelligence here. And he has none. He volunteers information just like everyone else in this fucking movie does. It's just volunteer information that nobody has any business fucking knowing, you know? So anyway, so he says that, he's not sure, you know, and, he wouldn't bring it up. He would not bring this up. The whole situation with Penny, he would never bring that up in a conversation with Jake at all because it's embarrassing to him. It's embarrassing. He would never talk to Jake about this. Remember, he wants to be in Jake's good graces. He wants to look like a fucking stud in front of him. He wants to look like the kind of guy that fucking Jake would be proud to fuck his daughter. You see what I mean? He would not bring this up. Even if he knew that Jake knew, he would still not bring it up. He would have to wait for Jake to bring it up, and Jake hasn't brought it up. Hence, either he knows and doesn't care, or he doesn't know at all. Either way, it's a win for me. Take the fucking letter of recommendation and walk away. See what I mean? Perfect. But that's not what happens in this fucking movie. Okay? Bobby's like, hey, Dr. Hausman, we've all gotten into messes like this when we were young, you know? And Jake's like, what? You're the one that got the girl pregnant? Like, just like that, okay? And Bobby's like, hey, well, I thought Baby told you. If she had fucking told him, he would have confronted you by now. He fucking stupid. Who the fuck wrote this show? Yeah, of course. A horny 13-year-old playing with herself wrote this shit. All right. So you have to have a villain. You have to have a fucking villain. That's why. Okay? He's like, hey, I thought Baby told you. Well, I'm not sure it was mine. Penny says, but you know how these girls are, these girls like that are, they're liable to pin on any guy around, and then fucking Jake's like, he grabs that letter of recommendation, takes it back, and then he walks away, so he's like, huh? Like just like that. It's like it's stupid. It's like a stupid scene. Never would happen in real life, but they have to wrap up the whole subplot with him anyway, okay? So Jake takes the letter back and then he walks away from Bobby, okay? The next scene we have here is Max Kellerman. He's the owner of the fucking the Kellerman Estates where this movie takes place. Okay, in the Catskill Mountains, and he's standing there. And while there's that chorus up there on stage, still singing that bullshit fucking song that I don't fucking remember or give a shit about. Max Kellerman is there. Okay, now Max obviously is a Jewish guy. He's from vaudeville. You can tell by his age and the fact that he still every once in a while likes to perform on stage, which means that he was from vaudeville. That he would be age appropriate for that. Now vaudeville was already dead in 1963, but vaudeville was very popular at the turn of the century. century, around the 1910s, during World War I, 1920s especially, and then 1930s. In the 1930s, it started to die down. With the advent of talking movies, people started spending their money going to the theater instead of going to vaudeville shows, okay? And now vaudeville was all Jewish, okay? These were all fucking performers. They were not allowed in Broadway back then, okay? So they started their own fucking theater circuit, which was called vaudeville. That's where you see a lot of people like, those top hats, and the canes and all that, and the checkered, the striped blazers, that kind of shit, all that stuff that you see, that's all vaudeville, okay? Charlie Chaplin started vaudeville. Three Stooges started in vaudeville, okay? W.C. Fields, okay? A lot of famous performers started in vaudeville, okay? Bob Hope, all that kind of stuff. And then as they matured, vaudeville went away. They started performing in front of, movies and then in TV and blah, 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 okay? Radio, that kind of thing, okay? So that's what Max Kellerman was, okay? He was a vaudeville performer, and then when he got too old, he bought the Kellerman Estates there in the Catskill Mountains, okay, which used to be a thing back in the 40s, 30s, 50s, and 60s. Jewish families from New York, Connecticut, New Hampshire, Massachusetts, they used to vacation in the Catskill Mountains. It was a thing to do in the summer, and then in the late 60s, airline travel became the thing to do. So people in New York started flying to Europe and shit instead of going to the Catskill Mountains. So by the 1990s, all the Catskill resorts were fucking gone by that time. It was just a time in history. Okay, well, a lot of comedians, a lot of famous singers and performers started their careers off performing in the Catskill Mountains. Okay, like Milton Berle and Sid Caesar, and Eddie Fisher, stuff like that. They started off, and they're all Jewish, and they all started off in the Catskill Mountains. Okay. So that was going on, and Max Kellerman owns this place. His band leader is a guy named Tito Suarez, who's this black guy. Obviously, he's Cuban, okay? And they're having a private conversation while the chorus is singing up on stage. He explains to Tito that he can see the end of the Catskill resorts coming. Okay, he tells him basically that's what he's upset about. He's like, hey, these kids today, they don't want to go, they don't want to learn fucking, they don't want to take foxtrot lessons, they want to go to Europe. With their parents. They don't want to take foxtrot lessons with their parents. They want to go to Europe. That's what the kids want today. These kids don't want to go with their parents out here. And he's exactly correct. Now, obviously, when Eleanor Bergstein wrote this screenplay, it was after the heyday of the Catskill Mountains. Okay, so she had the hindsight of a prediction of 2020. Hindsight is 2020. In the future to write about the past. Okay, so Max Kellerman knew that this was all coming to an end. Okay, that going to the Catskill Mountains was something that was starting to die away. Okay, and eventually it would be gone, which was correct. Okay. He sees it coming. It's just another way to emphasize the point that this movie takes place at a special time in history that will never come back again. Okay, nobody vacations at the Catskill Mountains anymore. It's not like it was back then anymore. Okay, this is 1963. Okay, so it's basically to remind the audience, to remind the middle-agers that were watching this movie, all the fucking wives and mothers that were watching this movie, that were tiddling themselves while they were watching it. Okay, that this is a time in their history, in their past, in their youth that is now gone and will never come back. So this whole movie is to celebrate that time in history when things were different, before Kennedy got assassinated, before the Beatles showed up, that kind of stuff. This is all right before all that, okay? So it was a way to fucking have the middle-aged women have this movie be endearing to them. You see what I mean? Okay. Like I said, this movie succeeded in capturing two demographics, the middle-aged woman and the teeny bopper girl, okay? They caught both demographics in this movie, which is one of the reasons this movie was such a success. Okay, so that's going on here. He sees the future, okay? He tells Tito, he's like, man, 22 countries in 3 days. That's what these kids want today. It feels like it's all like just slipping away. Well, of course it is. Of course it is, So anyway, Max decides to go up on stage. He joins in on the chorus. Like I said, fucking Lisa's up there already singing, and so is Neil Kellerman and some other fucking employees that are there. He joins in the chorus, okay, and you can tell that everyone there sitting in the audience is bored out of their fucking mind. And it is. I mean, this chorus that they're doing, this is the kind of shit you would do in the 30s and 40s, okay? Not in the 60s. The kids they don't respond to this shit anymore. The kids today, they were into like rock and roll and stuff. They weren't into this fucking shit. This is shit their parents were into back in the 40s. Okay, these fucking stupid chorus songs and shit. This is like no. These kids today, at this time, they don't want to do that kind of shit anymore. That's the shit their parents did. So this movie was correct. I mean, they were out of touch with the cultural zeitgeist, with the modern era. Well, there was no internet back then. You couldn't just fucking look on Facebook and see what was cool. So that's going on here. He joins in on the chorus, okay? And Johnny, by the way, Johnny sneaks in the front door while everyone's paying attention to the stage. He sneaks in there. I guess they don't lock the doors. And he says hi to all the fucking poor greasers that are there. Oh, Johnny's here. Now, we thought Johnny drove away because he did, but apparently he came back. He came back, all right? He's on a mission. Yeah, Johnny's on a mission, okay? And he decides to march right up to the fucking table where baby Jake Hausman and his wife are sitting, okay? And I'm gonna stop my review right here, okay? But I'll be back shortly to continue and conclude my review of Dirty Dancing. All right? So I thank you very much for watching this long, and I will see you soon on the next one. Bye.